Apple has just dropped their highly anticipated iPhone 15. Now before you even think about upgrading, here's everything you need to know. Let's start off with the base 15 and the 15 Plus, which have had 3 minor and 3 major changes from the 14s. First being the design. The iPhone 15 comes in a suite of pastel colors, which off the bat have received a lot of positive feedback. They've also added rounder and softer edges and a matte frosted finish on the back, which will make the phone more comfortable to hold compared to last year's iPhones. The other minor and yet still very definitive improvement is Dynamic Island. Last year we only got it on the Pro iPhones, now we get it on every iPhone. It doesn't fundamentally change the way you use your phone, but I would say it makes the phone look a bit more futuristic. Now the display is even brighter, up to 1600 nits or 2000 nits if you're in direct sunlight. And if you haven't already used a 2000 display, it's pretty staggering. It will not only be readable in broad daylight, but it's actually bright. All models come with screens that Apple says are tougher than any smartphone glass, because now they come with ceramic shields. There's a new ultra-wideband chip, wideband being one of the ways your iPhone communicates with your other Apple gadgets. So the better chip means you can find your lost goods from further away. And also it looks like the 15s are getting a lot of the big camera upgrades from last year's top-end phones. The new 15s will now get a bigger 48 megapixel camera sensor compared to the 12 megapixel sensor from the previous models. And also the 48 megapixel sensor has the side perk of letting you take 2 times zoom shots with a far less of a quality hit than if we were still on the 12 megapixel sensor. When you take a photo with the 15, your phone can now capture depth information automatically, which means you don't have to sit there and think, what mode should I be in right now? You just take the photo and the phone will handle everything else for you. And what this means that you can take the shot a lot quicker, and every shot has the side perk that afterwards you can go through them and switch between different focal points within that shot. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Apple has now shifted from a lightning connector to the industry standard USB-C. Now it's no secret that this decision was influenced by new EU rules and regulations, which state that new smartphones need to be USB-C by the year 2024. To cut down on unnecessary duplication of accessories. Now this might get annoying if you have a bunch of accessories that were designed to work around lightning but they won't work anymore. Also, AirPods have been moved to USB-C. We're all about to have a bunch of useless cables laying around. And the last big change for these base iPhones is the chip. The normal 15s will now get the A16 chip, which is the same chip that was in the 14 Pro Max. And it means in a lot of ways that the base 15s are like a repackaged discounted version of last year's 14 Pros. Now the 15 Pros are really badass. Here are 6 major changes that the Pros are getting. The screen is using a brand new bit of tech that's allowed Apple to shrink the bezels to basically record-breaking levels. The phone is thicker compared to last year's, presumably to accommodate a bigger battery. Apple has replaced the mute button with what is now known as the action button. That is fully customizable, allowing you to use it for anything you want, like recording a voice message or opening the camera app, or using it as the mute button. Apple has swapped out materials on the Pros from stainless steel to a grade 5 titanium alloy, making the Pros more durable and lighter than the iPhone 14. But the trade-off is that you only get it in these 4 fairly standard colors to choose from. The 15s also come with rounder edges that will make the phone more comfortable to hold compared to previous generation phones. Other notable features is noise cancellation on phone calls if you're in a loud public area. All models get satellite connectivity. Now we can't miss the camera. The Pros come with a slightly improved ultra-wide camera and a bigger sensor for the main camera, which Apple says is going to make a 2 times difference in low light shots. And also a subtle thing, they have introduced a new coating to the camera which apparently reduces the amount of lens flares. 24 megapixels is now the default resolution output for the main camera, which is underwhelming considering it's a 48 megapixel sensor. Probably the biggest camera change for the 14 Pro Max only is its new telephoto lens. We started off as a 2 times, then it became a 3 times, and now it's a 5 times zoom camera. And they're pairing this new lens with better stabilization, which is really important for higher magnifications because those lenses are much more prone to handshaking. Last little camera tidbit is that the iPhone 15 Pros are going to be able to take spatial video, basically a 3D immersive video that you'll be able to properly watch and experience on an Apple Vision Pro headset. The Pros get fitted with this A17 Pro chipset. This is the first chip in the world to be based on a 3nm process. Why is this such a big deal, you might ask? Well, every other top-end chip is based on a 4nm process. And basically, the smaller that number, the smaller the number of transistors that make up that chip. And if the transistors are smaller, the less power they consume, and you can have more of them. Now this jump is bigger than the 5nm to the 4nm. Now, Apple says that this is the fastest threaded performance in any smartphone and that it even challenges high-end PCs. So for anyone into mobile gaming, the Pro versions are meant to be absolute gaming beasts, to the point where they can play certain games which have only been capable of being played on PC and will now be released on the iPhone 15 Pro models very soon. Now we come to the pricing. Everything is the same except the Pro Max is not just $100 more but $200 more. Comment what you think about the iPhone 15. But that's it from my side. If you enjoyed or found this video helpful in any way, shape or form, then consider leaving a like and subscribing. Turn on post notifications to be the first to know when I upload a new video. Also, if you have any constructive criticism or any questions or anything, comment them down below. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.